bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, weddings, sweet 16s, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, who knows, a night in the city. You gotta do it in style. In a Catena Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. Because guys, this is Greg T Live. Let's roll.
Welcome to Greg T Live, episode.
This is Greg T Live. Let's roll.
Edison, New Jersey. Today's show is sponsored by CNC Heating and Cooling with special guests Robbie and Rochelle. Robbie and Rochelle from 107.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you guys have found us again. It is Greg T Live. This is episode 11, 12, 13. I'm not even sure. Guys, which episode is it? 12. There you go. Hey, thanks for being here. It's a Monday, and every single Monday we are live from Catena Mercedes-Benz right here in Edison, New Jersey on Route 1. And obviously you're streaming us right now, so you're either watching us on YouTube at Greg T Live or you're watching us on Instagram at Greg T's World. So thank you guys very much. Hi, Mom. Mom's watching today, Garret. Mom's watching.
Hi, Mom.
Mom's watching. I'm Greg T. That's Garret.
Yo.
What? You always got such an issue with the volumes over here.
Well, I know you haven't been doing this for a while, so you got to bump it up. I'm tired of getting yelled at.
I'm tired of getting yelled at. Today is, what a day today already. I can't say one little thing without getting yelled at. I'm sick of it. Like, today's just that day. Like, you know what? I always said to myself, there's a reason why I'd bring this music along. Because that's the kind of day it is today. Dun, ta-da, dun, ta-da.
I envision that's the music that goes on in your head most of the time.
Well, that's what's happening today. I mean, you keep going with this itching and the crabs and shit. Like, why do we talk about itching and crabs? I don't get it.
So
why?
So
Who cares?
By the way, you and I are the only ones that can hear that.
Okay, fine.
So
So I just told the audience?
You just told the whole audience.
All right. Well, we got
that you have itching and crabs.
We've got a good show for you today. Today we're exchanging favors of sorts. So when we were about
I didn't do any favors. What did you do?
When we were about to begin this podcast, I reached out to a good friend of mine, Robbie Bridges, who does the morning show.
Great radio name.
It really is. At The Boss 107.1 here in New Jersey. It's Robbie and Rochelle in the morning. And we were just The Boss 107. Robbie and Rochelle in the morning. It's like, hey, would you ever want to come on to the show and do something? And I'm like, I would love to promote the podcast. So I went on and I did this really cool, funny little thing. How many cheese balls can you stuff in your mouth? That was a lot of fun. But in exchange, I said, hey, listen, would you ever want to come on the podcast? You're more than welcome. And he said, I would love to come on the podcast.
All right.
So today, Robbie and Rochelle will be here. So if you love them, if you listen to them in the morning on 107.1 The Boss in New Jersey, they will be here. And we've also got a fun guest. Crazy Gary will be in the house.
Crazy Gary also has stood us up over the last few weeks.
That is true.
I'm not going to hold my breath, as they say, until.
Well, Crazy Gary's got the issues, hence the name Crazy Gary.
Right.
So yeah, Crazy Gary may not show up. He's supposed to. So he took a picture of himself yesterday. He was eating ice cream at home, and he's like this. He goes, "Yo, T, can I come in tomorrow? I'm eating my ice cream. I'm gonna come by tomorrow. What can I do?"
Is that all it takes?
And I'm like, Crazy Gary, you want to come in tomorrow? Be here tomorrow. So I did extend that invite, and I said, you're more than welcome to show up. So, guys, if Crazy Gary comes in, we're going to have a fun time with Crazy Gary today. He's going to tell us about all the fun things that are going on in history. Because today, in history, so many cool things. You would think March 31st. Who cares? March 31st, Google right now what happened on March 31st.
Yeah, why watch this show or listen? Just Google it, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.
Well, listen, if Crazy Gary doesn't show up, we've also got another backup. My friend Maz is here. Maz has showed up today. So we'll bring Maz on the show. So if Crazy Gary doesn't come, then Maz will be doing Today in History.
So your friend Maz came from work.
Right.
All right?
Right.
He's sitting there. He's talking with you. Did you casually give him the, hey, get out of here before we start the show?
No,
because the way you sold it to him was, hey, you should see how things work back there.
I thought he would want to see what it looks like behind the cameras with all the computers and what's going on.
It was kind of like a little rude.
Here we go. Rip on Greg T today. Here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Rip on Greg T.
Oh, you want to get started on that. I got a big issue with you.
Okay, tell me, what is your issue with me?
Why can't you pick up your phone?
When did you call me?
Friday night.
You didn't call me Friday night. night. I didn't receive a phone call Friday night. Friday night, I gotta tell you, I had a good time. Two of my old fraternity brothers. Did you guys, message me at Greg T Live. I really do want to know what you guys did this weekend. Give me a message at Greg T Live. I gotta tell you what I did. Two of my old fraternity brothers stopped over at the house.
Yep.
I have not seen them in at least 10 years.
10
At
years.
least. It could be 12 years. I haven't seen them. So they came in. And it was great. We just, we went down memory lane, like three guys, three fraternity brothers hanging out.
What time?
Till about 1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning.
And then they couldn't drive home, so they were like, "Hey, we're gonna stay the night." They crashed.
March 28th. It was what time? What day?
It was Friday night.
Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night. I'm watching. You did call me. What time?
Right there.
I can't see what time it was.
11:18.
11:18? Yeah, we were half in the bag at 11:18. That was not. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe we were just having too much to drink, or it could have been like a cry fest. Because at one point I was like breaking down. I was breaking down.
You having bro cries in your backyard?
I'm like, guys, no, this is terrible.
I gotta sell my house.
This is horrible what I'm living in. And so it was one of those,
As you're crying, with your feet in your in-ground heated pool.
Yes. Now get out of here. Here we go again. Rip on Greg T Day. Rip on Greg T. Yay. Woo. How was your weekend?
It was great. I saw the Minecraft movie yesterday.
Oh, was it any good?
Well, for kids, yes.
Okay, that's
gonna
true.
make $1 billion.
Good point. For kids, you're right. It's probably incredible. You're right. Minecraft.
Yeah.
Did you like it though? Did you like it personally?
It wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah.
So as an adult, you liked it.
You'll probably be like, I don't get it.
But that's saying a lot, though. If you, as an adult, like the Minecraft movie, and as we just said, the Minecraft movie is really for kids, then it's going to cross promote. It'll be good.
It's going to make a buttload of money.
Oh.
I mean, Jack Black.
Oh my God, he's
between
awesome.
Super Mario,
Yep.
Jumanji.
Yep.
I mean, Jack Black has to be close to like a billionaire.
Jack Black, if you're watching right now,
he's not.
if you know Jack Black,
he's not.
Well, but maybe somebody knows
Even
him.
his friends don't even know.
Okay, well, if somebody out there is listening or watching, Jack Black.
If you've been to a Tenacious D show.
Oh my God, Tenacious D. You know what? We would love to have Tenacious D on the podcast. Can we? I think we can make that happen. I think Tenacious D would be on the podcast with us.
Well, the other guy, not Jack Black, got canceled.
I think Jack Black would come onto the show. I do.
Yeah.
I really do. Jack Black, we have an open invitation to be on Greg T Live anytime you'd like. Anytime you'd like. Stop it.
I'll say no for him.
Okay. Hey, listen, I do have a giveaway. Mitch, can we roll a giveaway? All right, guys, we're going to kick it off right now. This is a cool giveaway. This is a Pliables giveaway. Here's your details. Give me it, Mitch. All right. Are we back? All right. So here's the deal. So I have got two $25 gift cards for you to go to Pliables. What I need you to do is I need you to go to Greg T Live on Instagram, and I want you to message me the word Playa. All right? So message me the word Playa.
Spell it.
Playa. Playa.
Just for those that might not know.
Okay, so message me the word Playa, and I'm going to send you two $25 gift cards to Pliables. I will send out to somebody randomly this coming Thursday. So this Thursday, I will pick a winner. You have to go to Greg T Live right now and message me the word Playa, and I'll give you those two Pliables gift cards. And it's thanks to the Pliables in South Brunswick and also in East Windsor, New Jersey. This guy that owns a couple of Pliables, he's opening up like a string of them.
If you were to try to open a Pliable in New Jersey.
I know all about it. Do you guys know about this? Garret, tell everybody about it. Like, you tell them how you
so
can't even get one
Pliable
right
is
now.
a franchise,
Yeah.
as we've learned a lot about businesses over the last couple months.
Oh yeah, you know what? If you're not watching us and you're not in Jersey, you may not even know what Pliables is. So Pliables is a phenomenon. I mean, lines out the door to get fruit in the bowl.
Acai bowls.
Acai bowls.
Yeah, acai bowls. So,
acai.
But if you were to open a Pliable in New Jersey, you can't.
Right.
Because there's so many of them.
Can't do it.
And you can't do it. So you have to go elsewhere. So we would have to go to Pennsylvania, maybe.
Right.
Or maybe even go out to.
I've seen some rip-off names like strawberry bowls.
Well, it's just a name.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen like a couple of fruit bowls. I mean, they all try to do different names.
Tea bowls.
But what is it?
Tea bowls.
Tea bowls. Oh, maybe we should open a place called T-Bowls.
Boba tea in bowls.
Oh, give me some. That's my man. That's my man. I like that idea. That sounds good. Yeah, so, we met this guy, so he's opening up a store, and he actually hired Greg T Media to host his grand opening.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to host his grand opening.
You cutting the ribbon?
We are going to cut the ribbon. We didn't do it yet. We're about to do it. And see, now, if Lindsay was here, Lindsay would be able to tell. I'd be like, Lindsay, when are we doing it? And then Lindsay would tell us. But Lindsay, obviously not here. Lindsay's dealing with a lot of sickness in her family.
Okay.
She's got children, and they're all coming down with something now. The flu, strep throat, fever, cold. They all got something because, kids.
Right.
How are your kids? Healthy?
Yeah, so far so good.
That's good. All right, that's good.
I swear to God, if you just ruined it all, I will be coming to cough on your doorknobs.
All right, guys, listen. So I want to jump right into this. We got some special birthdays, and I want to talk to you about because I've got something to talk to you about. And when we get to the bottom of the birthday list, Mitch, you ready to roll them? All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are today's birthdays, March 31st. Here they are.
This watch was your birthright.
I love this
So
one.
he hid
Christopher
it.
Walken.
In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
Do you know the
5
scene
long years he
from
wore this watch.
Pulp Fiction?
Up his ass.
This is the
He died
Christopher
of
Walken clip you
dysentery.
went
Give me the
with?
watch.
How could you not?
I hid
No
this uncomfortable
way.
hunk of metal up my ass 2 years.
He's talking about the watch in his ass.
Cowbell.
All right, he was 82. Gabe Kaplan from Welcome Back Kotter, 81 years old. You ever see this show?
No.
You never saw Welcome Back Kotter? You never saw Welcome Back Kotter?
Not at all.
How could that be possible? Cheers. You ever seen Cheers? Cheers, you saw Cheers. No. Rhea Perlman, 77 years old.
What's Cheers?
Get out of here. You know what Cheers is. Listen.
Sure would help a lot.
It's almost like my theme song.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
I thought this used to be my playground.
I'm going to change this one.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Greg T Media.
Now this one, guitarist from AC/DC, Angus Young. How old do you think he is? Take a guess.
70.
Oh, you saw the list. You saw the list.
Kind of guess.
Dude, he's 70 years old. He jams his freaking guitar like nobody else, man. And now here's what I want to talk to you about. Jack Antonoff from the Bleachers.
Jersey Zone.
Yes! Jack Antonoff! So Jack Antonoff is 41 years old today. Happy birthday to Jack Antonoff. But here's the problem that I have with Jack Antonoff right now. Jack, if you're watching right now,
He's
right?
not.
He might be.
He's not.
Jack Antonoff, if you're watching, okay? Or if one of your friends is watching.
They're not either.
That's so messed up, man.
I'm a part of this.
Here's what happened. So I text. I was number right. I've texted him before.
Yep.
So I texted Jack Antonoff to wish him a happy birthday.
Uh-huh.
No response. But like when
was the last time you actually had a communication?
Last New Year's Eve. Last New Year's Eve.
So you're telling me you don't think the mega superstar that he is,
right,
who's married to a big major celebrity,
when
friends
I was
with
doing
Taylor
the radio
Swift,
show, he would text me. When I was doing the radio show, he would text me.
Right.
And I would text him back. So now I'm saying, now I'm not doing the radio show. I'm doing a podcast, and I remembered that it's his birthday. So I texted him, and no response. How about that?
You don't think he changed numbers?
Well, maybe he could have changed numbers because he's too big of a celebrity.
Do you think?
You know what? If you're friends with Jack Antonoff, all right?
Nobody is.
If Jack Antonoff is watching right now, I want you, Jack, to...
I'll call him.
You're going to call Jack Antonoff?
Yeah.
Call Jack Antonoff. See if he answers the phone. He's not going to answer the phone. You don't have his number? You have his number?
Yeah.
You don't have his number. Anyway, it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Jack Antonoff. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to play a fun game.
You changed your number.
I had to change my number.
So
I had to change my number.
He randomly gets a happy birthday text.
No. I said, bro, I said, yo, Jack, this is Greg T. This is my new phone number.
Yo on a text?
Yeah, I've talked to him before. So I could say yo to Jack Antonoff. I said, yo, Jack, what's up? It's your birthday, man. Happy birthday. It's Greg T.
Please tell me you didn't end it with the way you normally end it, with peace.
Let me pull it up, all right? I'll pull up my text.
Like normally people like use a period. You just go peace, and that's your goodbye.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Where is it? Hold on, Jack.
Scrolling.
All right, Jack Antonoff. Here it is. Hey, Jack, what's up? It's Greg T. This is my new phone number. I just wanted to say happy birthday, bro. I was getting my podcast all set up. I happen to know that your birthday is tomorrow. Blah blah blah. Proud to have you. Met you. Yada yada. I love you, man. Happy birthday. Have a good one. That right there.
Right.
How good is that?
He didn't save your new number.
Well, maybe you didn't. Who knows? It doesn't matter.
You're probably in the report spam.
All right, listen, man. You know, here we go. Rip on Greg T today.
I'm just saying.
Episode 12.
Trying to figure out why Jack Antonoff is not responding to you. You get a random text.
All right, you know what? I'm going to sing a song now. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's your birthday. You know it. It's your birthday. You know it. Happy birthday to all of you watching us right now. What do you think? You like
A
that?
lawsuit from MTV on the way.
What are you trying to say? You trying to say I stole that music? Where'd I steal it from?
You know where you stole it.
What are you talking about? Where?
So you just randomly you typed in birthday into Google.
Hold on. So you're saying that this music,
Right.
I stole this music?
Yes.
From where?
Well, you tell me, where'd you get it?
I found it online. I just found it.
Just because you
randomly.
find things online.
I was Googling
That's
cool
like Michael
music.
Scott declaring bankruptcy by yelling, I declare bankruptcy.
I was Googling cool music and it came up. Where do you think I got it from?
You know where you got it
You
from.
tell me. Tell me.
You're telling me you didn't get that from Cheers.
Cheers? This is not Cheers music.
What is it then?
This is from GTL.
Yeah, exactly.
From the Jersey Shore. GTL in the house. We're about to take a break. We got to go to do our Where to Go break. And when we get back, we got Robbie and Rochelle in the morning from the Boss 1071. We've also got, did you see who just came in? Crazy Gary's
Crazy
here.
Gary with his prices.
Crazy Gary's in the house. We're also going to bring Maz on. So stick around. Maz is here. He's going to hop on. So we got a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
Robbie and Rochelle. We got Crazy Gary. And we got Maz. It's all coming up next right after Where to Go. This is Where to Go. And today's podcast show sponsor is CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. When your home needs help with heating, plumbing, air conditioning, or HVAC, or even electrical services, you want to call CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. Call the number on the screen, CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. They're a New Jersey family-owned company since 1965. CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. That's where to go.
Where to go?
Tiger Schulman's Martial Arts, offering kickboxing, karate for kids and adults, and jiu-jitsu. Tiger Schulman MMA has built a trusted reputation in developing self-confidence, discipline, and real self-defense skills. So sign up today, mention Greg T Live or Where to Go, and receive $100 off any beginner program. Call them at 1-800-52-TIGER. Tiger Schulman with several locations: East Brunswick, Freehold, North Plainfield, Princeton, Brick, Eatontown, and Red Bank, New Jersey, Staten Island, New Dorp, and in Tottenville. Tiger Schulman, that's where to go.
Where to go?
I want you to indulge in some pure wellness and discover the ultimate relaxation at Billy Bosom Massages in Parlin, New Jersey. Over at Billy Bosom Massages, they offer cryotherapy, red light therapy, body sculpting, laser lipo, and cryo slim. And you can experience this all with the luxurious wellness experience at the exclusive private upscale setting at Billy Bosom Massages. So book today, BillyBosomMassages.com, or check them out on Instagram, Billy_Bosa, B-O-S-S-A 06. That's where to go.
Where to go?
It's called Stretch Lab. Improve posture, reduce stress, increase range of motion and flexibility at the Stretch Lab, Marlboro, New Jersey. Improve your sports performance or reduce that muscle and joint pain. Stretch Lab's team of highly trained flexologists will give you a deeper stretch than you could ever achieve on your own. Go to stretchlab.com to find your Stretch Lab location near you. Current locations in Westfield, Summit, Shrewsbury, Wall Township, Howell, and Metuchen. Or call the number on your screen for Stretch Lab in Marlboro, New Jersey. Stretch Lab. That's where to go.
Where to go?
Well, thanks to Greg T, Red Tomato Urban Pizzeria is stuck in my head. What color is the tomato? Red tomato. Red Tomato has been serving Marlboro, Colts Neck, and Manalapan communities with your favorite Italian dishes and delicious pizza for years. And Red Tomato offers gluten-free options and cauliflower crust personal pizzas. Red Tomato is in the Wawa Shopping Center on Route 520, and you can go ahead and order ahead of time at redtomatonj.com. What color is the tomato? Red tomato. That's where to go.
Where to go?
Not yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. What's going on? Greg T Live on a Monday. We are live from Ray Catena, Mercedes-Benz, right here in New Jersey on Route 1. The doors open up at 10, and you can come on in. The show starts at 11. And honestly, you're more than welcome to stop by and enjoy. I figured, listen, people go and they spend good money to buy tickets to go see Kelly and Mark in the morning,
Those are free.
Whatever it is. So why would they not want to come here and see Greg T and Garret?
You know what? I don't know. Maybe Mitch and Aiden have seen this guy. There's a guy on social media.
Yeah.
He gives out free watches.
Oh, yeah?
And all you have to do, he goes live.
Right.
And he goes over, and you have to come find him wherever he is in the world and just go, hey, I love your journey. And he hands over like a free watch.
Really?
So maybe we do something along the lines here.
So if you show up, I give you something for free?
Yeah, we can't give away cars.
Oh, sunglasses. I have the Greg T Live sunglasses. Thanks to Juliet's Goodies.
Sure.
Right? All right, well, listen, we have another gentleman sitting next to us over here. Hold on. Okay, let's put the microphone closer to the mouth there. That's how we talk.
I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Not my day job.
It's Maz. You like your music?
I can't hear it. I don't have headphones, you moron.
Well, you should listen. You call me a moron. What do you think?
All right, fantastic.
That's the music for Maz.
Maz was
is Maz.
Maz was kind enough to leave his job for a quick minute,
right,
and come say hello,
right,
just to be ridiculed by you.
Maz, would you like to plug your business?
No, I can't do
Why? Anthony Mazzucchetti? What? Oh, I can't. He's covering it up. So cameras, don't zoom in on where he works, because he should be at work right now. I think this is a good music. We can write a song for you. Here we go. Let's take it from the top. Garret, you want to write a song to this?
Sure.
For Maz? I'll start it. You finish, like Mad Libs.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. His name is Maz.
It doesn't work like that.
Why not?
I can't.
That's so good. What do you mean? Let's try it again.
This is what.
Take it from the top. We're gonna take it from the top. Here we go.
This is why you don't get called back from.
You want to jump in? You're gonna jump in, Maz. You jump in. Here we go. Ready? His name is Maz. He came to see us today. Come on.
Nah.
No way. Go. How come I'm the only one? Am I the only one that's entertaining? Come on, what are we doing here?
It's Greg T's world. And
Look who just came in. Robbie and Rochelle in the morning. Oh, Rochelle's got a boot on her. We're going to find out in a little bit.
That's
what
called
happened.
a tease.
We're going to find out. So, guys, Robbie and Rochelle just walked in, and Rochelle is in a boot. So we will find out what is wrong with Rochelle's foot. We're going to find out. What's that all boot? All right, anyway. So, Maz, so thank you for being here today.
Anytime I can come support you, no problem.
So tell us, Maz, tell us what you think about the show, because you were criticizing us earlier. So what do you think about the show?
Mostly you.
Why was he criticizing me?
What was the criticism?
Well, you weren't exactly 100% happy with the show.
He wasn't happy with the fact that you were just not being a good friend and returning phone calls.
Well, this had nothing to do with the show. This had the fact that you don't return text messages.
This is another one about the text messaging.
Why Jack Antonoff doesn't get back to you, because you probably texted him from the wrong phone number too.
Again, Jack Antonoff, if you're watching
He's
right
not
now.
Watching.
But he could be watching.
But he's not.
But maybe one of his friends is watching.
No way.
Okay, fine. When did you text me last?
We just showed it Friday. The same time when Garret, you didn't answer.
So there was a problem Friday, see? Friday I was half in the bag. That's what happened Friday.
How many
I couldn't
scotches
respond.
and how many cigars, probably?
I only had one cigar. I've quit smoking now. No more cigarettes.
But you didn't answer the first part.
You still smoke if you smoke cigars.
No, I don't. I have one cigar every now and then. I'm changing my whole life.
What's every now and then? Let's quantify.
What do you mean?
What's every now and then?
Every now and then. Well, my two fraternity brothers came over on
like
Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
I haven't seen these guys in 12 years.
Now it's 12. It was
Well,
10. By the way, I got here. It was like I haven't seen them in about 5. We started the show. It's about 10. Now we sit down. It's about 12.
Back to the top. Let's kick off the song again. Here we go. Maz, this is for you.
But now
Ready?
you understand too the 45 years of.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready and. His name is Maz. He came to see us today. Garret still has no lyrics to give me. Maz is here today. Come on, guys. Listen, if you're gonna play Mad Libs, you gotta be able to fill in the lines. I bet you Robby and Rochelle could do it like that.
Okay.
They're very talented.
And
But they have a professional show. That's why.
But they're very talented people. You can listen. If you don't know who Robby and Rochelle are, try to Google them right now. Robby and Rochelle in the morning. They are from the New Jersey-based radio station 107.1 The Boss, and I'm so excited to have them here. Again, we traded spots. You know, they allowed me to come on their show and do a funny bit to promote the podcast. So I said to them, "Please, I'd love to have you on."
Did you tell them you brought cheese balls today for them?
I didn't know. I wanted to spring that on him. I wanted to, do that. I wanted to see how many cheese balls Robbie could put in his mouth. You know, that's what he did to me.
It did feel like old times, because when you went on that show, you called me and go, I got to do something.
That's right.
And it was almost like deja vu of oh my God, I need something to do today.
So, Maz, did you approve of that one?
But you go back to your roots. You notice that, like, you remember?
Of course.
So you gotta go
Who
back
says
to
you can't go home?
That's right.
Oh, who says you can't go home? Hold on, let's still that. Here we go. All right, we'll do the Bon Jovi. Who says you can't go home? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You gonna jump in this time?
Just the chorus.
Oh, just the chorus. Okay, here we go.
You got to get all the way to the chorus.
Who says you can't go home? Come on, man. Come on.
Now I got a question though with the cheese ball thing.
Yeah, what about the cheese
were
balls?
the ones that you like, or
Yeah.
were they the ones that the ones that you didn't like?
I actually got the cheaper ones because I knew I was going to bring them home. I got the ones at the dollar store. They were like next to nothing. There were no frills cheese balls. By the way, did you know
No frills cheese balls.
Did you know
He's
you can
very
get-
specific with the cheese balls.
Wait, but did you know you can get cheese balls at the dollar store?
You can get anything at the
Oh my God, you really can. There's a plethora of things you can buy at the dollar store. Seriously, I think oh my God, you gave me a great idea. You gave me a great idea. Okay, here we go. We just have a great idea. And I'm going to talk about the dollar store. Are you ready for the great idea?
Yeah.
You ready for the great idea? This is for next week. Here we go. I'm going to go to the dollar store. I'm going to buy some things for $1. Next week, I'll give them away. It'll be the big giveaway for the show. Oh, come on, man. Can you help me out a little bit? Can you help a brother
That's why
out?
we need practice.
Can you help a brother out?
A little dress rehearsal.
Oh,
can go
my
along
God.
with it.
All right, well, Maz, when are you going to work?
I've been going. I just, like I said, come in to support you. But
I
apparently
appreciate
this
it.
might be the last time I do that.
I appreciate it. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my good friend Maz from high school who still comes around to see me. I do appreciate it. Are we going to go golfing soon? All right. We're going to go golfing. All right, we have to schedule a tea time. All right, so listen, we got Crazy Gary here. Crazy Gary, we're going to get to you guys in one more second. Crazy Gary, you want to come on in? Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get Crazy Gary in here. Crazy Gary, come on in.
Gary! Crazy.
All right, we got to play your intro.
Gary!
It's Gary.
He's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him. It's Crazy Gary. Mitch, take it away.
Gary.
Crazy.
Gary.
Crazy.
Gary. It's Gary.
He's crazy.
All right, so Crazy Gary, are you excited for today? Talk.
I was excited.
Until? You know,
Those lyrics
hear.
Those lyrics were terrible.
I can't stand when we have people on the podcast and they put the microphone down here.
I don't do this every day.
It's a microphone must go near mouth. Microphone must go near mouth.
Okay.
And that's right. I mean, it's basic.
He doesn't touch my hedges.
Microphone near mouth. Hey, listen. So the reason why Crazy Gary is Crazy Gary, he does have a great landscaping business. Come on, promote your landscaping business.
I didn't come here for that.
But I'm telling
He's
you,
not
promote
ready
it.
for that. He didn't prepare
It's my
himself.
wife.
Crazy Gary,
Rochelle.
Crazy Gary. Tell everybody
All
where they
right.
can find you.
If you need a good landscaper,
Yeah.
don't call me.
Don't call you. Why? You're a good landscaper. Frederico Landscaping, all right?
Time out.
What?
It's not Fred.
What is it? It's Fred.
It's Fed.
Oh, Federico.
If you call me Fred,
What's
I'll
the
kill you.
difference? It's Frederico
Those
or
are two-
Federico.
those
It's
are
the
two
same
different
thing.
things.
It's like Francis on stripes. You
But
call
it's-
me Francis, I'll kill you.
If I Google
It's Federico.
It's the same thing.
Federico's landscape design, Greg T.
If it's Federico or Frederico, it is the same thing. It's
those
like
could be two different
No.
businesses.
it's tomato, tomato, potato, potato. It's the same exact thing.
Frederico could be an OBGYN somewhere in the world, and I'm looking for Federico.
All right, drop me a message
But
at
be
Greg
careful.
T Live. Is Frederico and Federico the same thing? I think it's the same thing.
What do you need messages?
It's like Federici's Pizzeria. It's an I.
What's the difference?
I'm an O,
Federici's,
Federico.
Federici's. What's the difference?
Federico's in Belmar.
Okay.
We got to give them a shout
Okay.
out. This is my last name.
All right, well, listen, Crazy
No
Gary,
relation.
you've got something for us today, Crazy Gary. What are you going to do for us today?
Well, I don't have gonorrhea, so you're good. You're okay, Greg T.
He has no-
I just want to let you know that. All right? Is it?
See, it's good. No gonorrhea for Crazy Gary.
It's okay.
All right, so Crazy Gary, what are you going to do for us today?
Well, I want to do some history today.
Oh, a history lesson.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Crazy Gary's history lesson.
Today in history.
Today in history. Today in history. Okay, so Crazy Gary, take us on a journey. What are we expecting today in your Today in History?
If I give you a subtitle, you got to tell me like what year it came out.
Okay, fine. What year? What year it came out? Today in history.
Today in history.
Today in history. Okay, go ahead.
What was the very first Matrix film when it was released?
What was the very first Matrix film? What was
Sometimes
it?
in the 90s.
In the 90s, was it?
You're getting warm, very warm.
I don't know. The very first Matrix, I would say it's in 1992. 1992?
Nope.
When was it?
1999.
1999. 99. Wow, I didn't think so. All right, so that opened today, March 31st in 1999. The very first Matrix film came out.
Yep.
Wow.
Today in history.
Today in history. Okay, Gary, keep going.
What year was the first WrestleMania held in New York at Madison Square Garden?
First WrestleMania?
Hulk Hogan and Mr. T.
Yes, that's right. Hulk
year?
Hogan, Mr. T. Remember
80s?
that? It was 80s. It was 80s.
Yeah.
The Mets won the World Series in 1986. I'm going to say it was a good year, right? 86, 87.
Close. 85.
March 31st, 1985, the very first WrestleMania?
Yes.
It was today? Today in history.
So
I like it.
So you know they actually did SNL that night before.
They did?
WrestleMania.
Really?
And the only reason why they brought out Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
and Mr. T was because there was a whole big steroid issue going on with Vince McMahon at the time.
Really?
So in order to look over here, shiny toy, they put him on SNL that night.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Think about it.
Today
in history. You learned something new today. March 31st. All right, give me two more. Give me two more.
What year was the Eiffel Tower opened?
Who cares about the Eiffel Tower? The Eiffel... Gary, we're in America. Who cares about the Eiffel Tower? You care about the Eiffel Tower?
It was
It's
1889, but I have a good joke for you guys.
Tell me about the Eiffel Tower. Give me a joke.
What did the French chef
give
his wife for Valentine's Day?
What did the French chef give to his wife on Valentine's Day?
Yes.
All right, hold on. I'm getting everything ready. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Gary, tell your joke again.
What did the French chef give his wife on Valentine's Day?
What did he give to the French chef?
If it has anything to do with the Eiffel Tower, I'm out.
It brought back memories.
That's
ready.
All right, what did he give her?
His wee wee.
His wee wee.
Not bad though.
His wee wee. All right, Gary, give us one more. Come on, Today in History. I like Today in History. Gary, do you like Today in History?
It's very good.
It is Today in History.
Today in history.
Give us another Today in History.
Footloose, the #1 song in America.
Shut up, really?
What year? With Kevin Bacon.
84?
Oh my God, has to be in the early 80s. I would even
84, 85, my favorite movie.
I would say that Footloose. So you're saying that Today in History, March 31st, the song Footloose was the #1 song in the country.
Yes.
I'm gonna go like 81, 82.
No way.
And it was definitely early 80s. Footloose was early 80s.
He got Gary right on the money.
He did?
1984.
Wow.
Yeah, right when the year I
That's
was
when I
born.
met my girlfriend, my wife today.
You know, now
It's crazy.
Now that I think about it, though, because wait, when did MTV launch? In
84.
84 or 83?
84.
Are you sure?
It might have been earlier than.
When did
it might have been
Z100 come out?
80,
Z100 came out in 83.
83 or 85.
See, no,
82, 83 might be MTV.
I think so too. I think MTV came out in 1982. I think Z100 was launched in 1983, and then I guess then you're right. Footloose would have been right around that time. Then Footloose was not before MTV. Footloose was after MTV. You're right. Hey, you know what? If Kevin Bacon, if you're listening to us right
He's
now,
not.
what?
You never know.
But maybe Kevin Bacon is listening.
Gary, don't feed the beast.
If Kevin Bacon,
he's
if
not.
you're,
No, he's not.
but he could be.
He's not.
Well, if you're friends with Kevin Bacon,
No one's friends with Kevin Bacon here.
and you're watching it right now,
And you know what they're saying? If no one's friends, everyone's 6 degrees separated from Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon-
But those people aren't even watching.
Kevin Bacon could be watching us right now.
Have you seen the numbers?
If he's listen, if Kevin Bacon's watching us, we would like to have you on Greg T Live from Ray Catena here in Edison, New Jersey on Route 1. All right, give us one more Today in History.
Today in history.
All right. What year did Chuck Berry release his hit single record, Johnny Be Good?
Ooh, Johnny Be Good. Way down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans.
Back to the Future.
Johnny Be Good, right?
Yep.
Oh, so good. That one you got me on, man. That one, 87 and 92. I don't know, 87.
1958.
1958. I was thinking because you said Back to the Future.
Right.
That's what happened.
That's
Back
when
to
you
the
were
Future.
born, right?
That's when I was born. Yes. Gary, thank you. Crazy
Today
Gary.
in history.
Thank you.
Crazy Gary with Today in History. I do appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you very much, Gary. All right. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to take our next Where to Go break. And when we get back, Robbie and Rochelle in the morning from 107.1 The Boss will be here, and we're going to play a game with them. I hope he likes AC/DC because we've got a good AC/DC game because it's Angus's birthday today. So in honor of Angus, we are going to play a AC/DC game, and we're going to do that with Robbie and Rochelle coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Where to Go. And today's podcast show sponsor is CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. When your home needs help with heating, plumbing, air conditioning, or HVAC, or even electrical services, you want to call CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. Call the number on the screen, CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. They're a New Jersey family-owned company since 1965. CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. That's where to go.
Where to go?
Servers for Hire. Why not be a guest at your very own event? Put your event in the hands of professionals with Service for Hire. They offer buffet setups, formal plated dinners, bartending, grill chefs, even kitchen cleanup. From small gatherings to large events, let Servers for Hire handle the details while you make unforgettable memories. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram at Servers4Hire NJ. Servers for Hire into New Jersey, Staten Island, and even New York City. Be a guest at your next event. That's where to go.
Where to go?
One bite? Are you kidding me? At Melly's Pizza in Marlboro, New Jersey, you're going to want that whole slice. Melly's serves up hand-tossed homemade pizzas with perfect crispy crust. Their rich tomato sauce, melty cheese, it's going to take you back to Grandma's old kitchen. Anthony Melly, along with his wife and two amazing daughters, they welcome you to their home away from home to try that signature thin and crispy, homemade fresh pizza. Melly's Pizza? One bite? It just ain't enough. Melly's Pizza, that's where to go.
Where to go?
I want you to check out the best cheesesteak in Bergen County, New Jersey. Over in Ridgefield, we're talking Bobo's Cheesesteak. Its owner, Tommy, just loves to give back to his town. He offers 15% off for all first responders, and he also shares that love with local teachers in the Ridgefield Park School District as well. What type of meat is on Bobo's Cheesesteak? 100% ribeye. Bobo's located 252 Main Street in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Check him out at Bobo's Cheesesteak on Instagram. That's where to go.
Where to go?
Come to Abate Bakery in Matawan, New Jersey, where tradition meets taste. Founded in 1976, this family-run bakery, owned by Victor Abate, serves up delicious pastries, fresh bread, and custom cakes for all occasions. Valentine's Day is coming up. Why not treat your loved ones to a sweet Valentine's Day goodie from Abate Bakery, 247 Main Street in Matawan, New Jersey, or call the phone number on the screen to place your order. Visit abatebakery.com for more info. Abate Bakery, where every bite is baked with love. Abate Bakery, that's where to go.
Where to go?
All right, and we are back, guys. It's Greg T Live. We are live from Edison, New Jersey, in Ray Catena, Mercedes-Benz on Route 1. I'm Greg T. That's Garret, and this is Robby and Rochelle, ladies and gentlemen. Nice.
Thanks for having us, Greg.
I am so excited to have been able to, repay the favor of having you guys on the show. I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys could be here today, honest to God. And I was just telling everybody, you guys were nice enough to have me on the show to promote the podcast, so I definitely wanted to roll the red carpet out for you guys. So thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. I thought for sure we were going to do some cheese balls today because when Greg was on our show,
yes.
How many cheese balls can Greg T fit in his mouth?
That's right.
Which is kind of like the old days when you used to do crazy stunts.
Exactly.
So I thought for sure I was going to get stuck doing it today. I was ready to go.
So, tell us a little background. For some of the people that are not familiar with Robby and Rochelle in the morning, they're from the radio station here in New Jersey, 107.1 The Boss.
Right.
And a great, fantastic show. A lot of fun. They've got a lot of characters, so it's a lot of fun to listen to them every morning. Isn't that pretty good? Doing a good job, right?
Yeah,
Doing a good job. I like it. I like it.
As if you're trying to get a job.
I know. If you guys are hiring, I'm out of a job. This is what happens when you're out of a job. You start a podcast. So, but first things first, Rochelle, I noticed that your foot, what happened?
Very sad.
Look at this.
I stood up.
Yes.
And then I fell and I broke it.
Oh, no.
I stood up.
Oh,
and then
no.
I fell, and then I broke it. I wish I had a great story because everyone asks when you see the boot, what happened?
God.
Well, it was a great story because we were at Anthony's Cold Fired Pizza.
Get out of here.
And we have a meal, we pay the bill, we stand up, and she's down.
I literally stood up and fell right, just like an accordion, right
So
down
now,
to the
do you get
ground.
to sue them now?
Well, see, everyone keeps saying
Yeah.
that, but
That is such a Jersey thing to do.
What do you mean? It's sue everybody.
I'm the one who fell. It's not
Right.
like anyone pushed me. The floor wasn't wet. I just fell. I
Who
don't
knows?
know what happened.
Maybe the floor was uneven. Maybe there was a slant. You never know the way the construction was made. You don't know how they did that.
You've been
You
hanging
make a
out with
good
Crazy
point.
Gary way
Yeah.
too much.
I think you can sue. Crazy Gary sues for everything, right? Crazy Gary, we're suing. Absolutely. Sue who? Sue everybody. That's what I say.
His name is not Fred, it's Crazy Gary.
Crazy Gary.
I got it.
Yes.
Crazy Gary. He sues. Well, I can't believe this happened to you. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
No, you know what? It's okay. It's fun. I have a
Isn't it
story.
amazing though? With a broken foot, they just put you in a boot now, and you can walk anywhere
Well,
you
that's
want.
what they're like. It should be good in 2 to 3 weeks. If it's not, maybe go see someone else. I swear to God, that's what they said
wait
to
a
me.
minute.
I was
What
like,
they said was that
Yeah.
you're supposed to wear the boot, and it's supposed to make it easier to walk. to
It does.
be able to get through your day and do the tasks you need to do. It's not, I'm just fine and I'm going to pretend it didn't happen, which is what she does, which is why it still isn't healed after 2 weeks. She takes the boot off because she walks around all day. I mean, her foot is like purple and blue at the end of every day.
Oh, my God.
So I'm worried that she's going to get a blood clot or something.
I agree.
You need to take care of
Why would you
it.
get a blood clot from a broken foot?
It's exactly
What does that mean?
That's right. Everybody, we should all elevate our foot. Garret, can you put your foot up like Rochelle could do?
No.
Everybody put your foot up. Can you do that? Robbie, can you put your foot up?
I said we were at Anthony's cold-fired pizza. You know what I'm saying? I can't put my legs up. Get out of here. Nobody needs to see that crotch shot.
We're not living our life like that.
There's cameras here for the love of God.
What I think is kind of funny is that, so you two, you guys are married, right?
You don't know this?
I know. Well,
yes.
I know, but I'm doing it for the show.
Yeah.
I mean, hello.
Part of me wishes you guys just told him no for a quick second to watch
I'm doing it for the show here, and he calls me out. You don't know this? Of course I know.
I've known you for 20-something years. We've been Facebook friends since the first day of Facebook. You know I'm married.
Rochelle, can you please tell him? Obviously, I know that he's married, but I was, for the audience.
Sorry.
He's
Okay.
trying to make a story out of us. He
Larry
does this
King.
to me on air too. He's like, you wrote it. You don't know? I'm like, no, of course I know.
I am so embarrassed right now because I know that you're married.
Yes, we are a married couple.
So I can't imagine. So you guys are married and you work together and you host a show together.
Yeah.
So what is that like? What's that dimension like for you two?
I'll let you answer that one.
It's fine. I mean, it's fine.
Like when you go home, do you need your own space?
I do.
After a while,
I do usually. In the bathroom is kind of my space, my sanctuary.
Gotcha.
He doesn't. He likes to hang on.
He'll be with you all day long.
Yeah. But
Well, you're like his best friend.
And that's fine. And you know what? Everything that we do is content for the show, so that's great. Like anytime we go somewhere, we do something, we don't have to text each other or email. A lot of times we will go somewhere and there'll be a story and we'll say, save it for the air. Don't even say it. Don't say it. So if we have something to tell each other, the on air is kind of our safe zone.
Yeah.
So we just wait until we're on air before we tell each other stories because you do want that natural reaction. Like, oh, something happened with the kids.
That's right.
I can't tell you right now. I'll tell you tomorrow on air.
Like today, when I saw that your foot was in a boot, Crazy Gary already was trying to figure out what happened to you. And I'm like, let's wait. Let's not talk about it right now.
Save it for the air.
Save it for the air.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that happens all the time at home. There'll be something that will happen. I'll go walk to the mailbox or
Yeah.
take the kids to the park, and I'm like, oh, I got it. I can't wait to tell them this. But I have to wait because it's not
Last
a
night the
natural
blender blew up. That was the first break this morning.
How did the blender blow up? I didn't hear it. Tell me how it happened.
It just blew up. I don't know. I mean, it was
because I buy $15 blenders at Job Lot instead of buying nice ones at Williams Sonoma. That's how.
Yeah,
Because I'm a cheap
blender.
bastard. That's why.
Started sparking and smoking everywhere. It just blew up.
Let's say that you're right. So you get really good content. My wife said to me when I was starting the podcast,
And I love your wife, by the way. She's a big fan of the show. So thank you. Thank Mrs. T.
By the way, and I'm not even kidding you, she is so excited. So she's watching right now because she is a big fan of you guys. Like she legitimately is.
You know she's waving back.
Even when I was doing my show, I would say to her, I'm like, hey, did you hear the show today? And she's like, and turn Robbie and Rochelle off? No. And I'm like, so you legitimately,
So nice.
I'm for real. I'm like, so you're my wife, but you legitimately will not listen to me. She's like, I hear your voice every day, so now I'm not going to put the radio on, have you talking to me through the speakers. So she found you guys, and she is a real big fan of your show.
And it's the only reason why he actually did your show, to talk to his wife.
That's fair. You got to do what you got to do.
She was so disappointed because she wanted to go with me that day, but she had to go to work.
Right.
And I said, please come with me. And she's like, oh my God, I really want to. But she really wants to meet you guys. She even said, can we go to dinner together?
Absolutely.
She would love to go out with you
100%.
guys. Yeah, she's a big fan, you know? Now, I would think, so when she asked me if she could co-host a podcast, I thought it would be a little bit uncomfortable, having the two of us together every day and then airing our laundry out on the podcast. So for you, is that difficult or is it like therapeutic?
Both.
Yeah.
I think for us it's a little different because we met on air, so our friendship, our relationship began on air. So honestly, we don't know anything different. I don't really know how to not be his co-host too.
Wait, I don't know the story. Do you mind telling me? How did you guys meet on the radio?
Well, we started in Detroit, so I was working at a radio station out there, and we hired Rochelle actually to be the promotions director. So the person that goes out and has the radio station come to a car dealership like this and set up the tent with the balloons, that sort of thing. Yeah. And I was looking for somebody to kind of do, like a Scary, to be like my little sidekick.
Right. Shout out to Scary Jones.
I love Scary Jones.
Yep.
And Rochelle came on, and it got to be a bigger and bigger role, and then it ended up being a show as opposed to just Robbie's pushing buttons and
Well, much to his chagrin, sales really liked me. That's how that
That's true,
happened.
yeah.
Because they were like, we can sell her.
I agree.
So that's how that happened. And so he didn't want it to be Robbie and Rochelle. He wanted it to be the Robbie British
I don't know
show.
that I ever said that. Now, why would you say
now
that?
it comes out.
I don't
Now
think
it's
I ever
coming
said
out.
that.
Here we go.
Go ahead, Trish. Say hi.
Am I on?
Yep, you're on.
Hi,
Mrs. T.
how are you?
She is such a fan.
We've been doing this for 12 weeks. She's never called before.
She said, "Are you having fun?"
Yeah, first caller too.
I love that.
Well, she asked if you guys are having fun.
Oh, we're having a blast. This
Lots
is great.
of fun,
Yeah.
yes.
I wish you were here. You got to come and say hi.
Oh, that would mean I'd have to hang out with Greg.
You see, it's a
right.
problem.
Well, I do
I'm telling
understand
you.
that, to be honest with you.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
Maybe you should start your own podcast. We'd rather come on your show.
That's
You
great.
already have your first guest, Trish.
I'm so excited. This is I'm the first caller. Who would have thought?
First
Thank
and
you.
only.
I know.
I love
All right,
it.
thank you, Trish. Goodbye.
Bye, Trish.
We'll have dinner with you soon.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's that is genuine. Like she is genuinely like you know in the industry terms a P1. She is your P1. Like she really,
That's really
truly
kind.
just really loves you guys.
Really kind.
All right, listen, you guys play games on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, let's play a game with you guys. So it occurred to me that who doesn't like AC/DC? Are you guys fans?
Yeah.
It'd be horrible if you just said no.
Yes.
Rochelle's like, I'm not a fan of AC/DC.
Totally.
I just thought it's an innocent, fun thing because today
I like
is
the guy in the shorts who runs around.
it's Angus's birthday today.
Yeah.
He's 70 years old. Do you know
Wow.
that? That guy who cranks out all those jams, he's 70.
Oh, you
man.
know who was on the show? Brian Johnson is the lead singer guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not the original, but the current lead singer guy.
Right.
He was very nice.
Oh my
He's
God.
like a grandpa.
They are. They are.
Yes.
I can't believe how old they are, and they still just go out there and rock, man.
Yeah,
I mean, when I saw today that Angus Young is 70 years old, and I'm like, man, he jams out there, you know. And everybody knows all of his guitar riffs. So I thought we are gonna name how many. Can you name the AC/DC song by its guitar chords?
We'll get to that, but we'll get to that. But no, we'll get to that.
What do you mean?
But we were talking about because I got a better segue for you.
He's
because I got to
avoiding
tell
it.
an artist story because
I was trying to just tie it right in. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's fine. But you mentioned artists
He
and
does this
people
all
that
the
we've
time,
talked
doesn't he?
about all the time.
Okay.
But I got a good Z100 story for
We
you.
call this Joe Nolan. Joe Nolan. Yes.
Shout out to Joe Nolan. You know, after your show, did he tell you what happened after the show? So this is great. So true story. Oh, come on. Who's calling me now? I cannot.
Trish?
No. Whose phone is that? It's not mine. It's some. Oh, Crazy Gary's. So after the show.
If it makes you feel better, by the way, I texted him to ask if we needed headphones. No reply. Driving 30 minutes out of my way to come be on this podcast.
You're a little
No reply.
serval.
So don't feel bad, okay?
I'm sorry. Okay, so what happened was, guys, I did Robbie and Rochelle's morning show, and when we were on, you guys potted up, meaning like you guys put on Joe Nolan, and Nolan was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And you picked up on that, Robbie.
Yeah.
You're like, "Yo, I sense a little."
Well, 'cause for people that don't know, Joe Nolan, traffic guy's been on in New York City and New Jersey for 50 years.
Right,
Has been on, knows everybody
Yeah.
at one point or another, and he was on the old station at one point.
At KTU.
Yeah, right.
So I kind of thought, wow, because then he left KTU,
Right.
and that's when he was doing your show.
But he wasn't on with you. He was on when our friend Paul Cubby Bryant was
That's
there.
correct.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like because I picked up what you picked up
Yeah.
on. So and I'm like, there's no way. Like, what did I do to him? You know? So I did. So I called him and I said, "Yo, are we good, man?" Like, is
Really?
this, I swear.
Oh, you
I swear I did.
He cannot let anybody think that they hate him.
That.
I try to be everybody's friend, you know?
I love
don't want
that.
any bad blood with anybody.
What did
I
he
really
say?
don't. He said no. He said not at all. He said don't read into it. He goes, Robbie was just making fun. He goes, he caught me off guard when he potted you up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And but it was fun.
But I
He
remember
said,
when he says, "You know Greg T. Joe?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah, right.
I was like, what is that? Who doesn't like Greg? Everybody likes this guy.
That's what happened. He's exactly correct.
That was weird.
And it stayed with me.
Yeah.
It was eating away with me. And I'm like, something's wrong. What did I really do to this guy? But I didn't do anything. It turned out I did nothing wrong. But I did call him out on that and be like, yo, what happened, man?
Well,
But I'm good.
what she's
I love
referring to,
that.
though, is Joe is notorious. Is I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, well, at 6:45, let's get the traffic. Yeah, you know, when I was growing up in Westfield,
does
there
it
used to be a
all the
bakery down the
time.
street. He does that all the time. But you mentioned artists, so I've got a
Okay,
good
go ahead.
Z100 story that well, actually, there are many, but I've
Okay.
got one that sticks with me that's an artist story.
Okay.
So do you remember Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles?
Of course,
Remember
yeah.
that song? So when that song was brand new, that's when Greg and I worked together in 2002. That's how long ago it was.
Dude, so long ago.
Man, you
so
guys are
long ago.
old.
Well,
really, yeah.
He's older. They had these, the Jersey City building, remember, had that great space with the windows that overlooked downtown Manhattan.
Yes, I remember
so
that,
it was
yeah.
a great place to have an artist, and she played the song, and we met her afterwards. And I don't know why I said this, but I go up to have my CD signed. The record weasels handed out CDs to all of us, and I said, your song reminds me of Michelle Branch,
who
was also very popular at the time.
At the time, right?
She went, talk about what's the deal. She was like, what is that? I don't know. I have nothing to do with her. Blah, blah, blah. It was like a whole, right.
Yeah, that's exactly what
It was like I got bleeped by Vanessa Carlton. So then fast forward 5 years, and I meet Michelle Branch for the first time, and I tell her that, and she's like, I don't know what her problem is. I like her song.
Oh,
so there you go.
But you know what? But it brings us to a good question.
Yeah.
Have you met an artist that really kind of like, treated you unfairly or, didn't come off the way you assumed they were going to come off?
Yeah, I have ongoing celebrity feuds based on stuff that's happened on the show with Pat Monahan from Train, with Wayne Brady, with Howie Mandel. Yeah, those are the three that I don't get along with. Yeah.
Wow.
Pat Monahan actually has a reason to be upset with me because I first interviewed him a long, long time ago, and I thought he was BB Mac. I didn't know the difference before Train was, and he's never let that go 25 years later. So really, that's on you, Pat, okay?
Whoops.
Yeah. How do you answer that, though?
I was going to say, Rochelle, anybody for you?
Miranda Lambert.
Really? What happened?
She was a bitch.
Well, she was, yeah.
She was a bitch.
I haven't heard any good things about Miranda Lambert either. People feel like she does come off a little bit bitchy.
I always say, I try to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a bad day, but I just went into the meet and greet with like all the other people. They made us sanitize our hands like 5 times. This is pre-COVID.
Yes.
I get it. You don't want I totally get it. You don't want to be sick, but they were like nasty about it.
Right.
Then you get up there and her handler's like, don't look at her.
Oh,
Don't
come
look
on.
at her. What does that mean? Huh? I'm not supposed to say hello? And then I said hello anyway. And she's like, hi. All right, cool. Well, we're not playing your song anymore. She was a bitch.
Sometimes it is the people around them that make them, that create that persona about them, and they feed into that. Hey, Garret, how about yourself? Have you been around somebody who just kind of struck you the wrong way?
Kanye.
Kanye.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well,
No
Pick your
explanation
name on
needed.
line 2. He just knocked us all down.
Did he ask you to be naked?
No, we were playing close. We were playing Connect 4, and he goes, "Let's be the color of our skin." So Connect 4 is red and black.
No.
Right.
So I go, I guess that makes me red, and he goes, yeah. And then we played Connect 4 awkwardly for like a good 10 minutes.
Wow. Oh my God.
I know yours,
Who?
Martha
Stewart? Yeah, I mean,
I love
she had me
Martha.
arrested. I was in her house, It's a longer
I'm
story.
sorry, bigger name over here.
No, but you know who it was for me? It was Johnny Resnick from the Goo Goo Dolls.
Johnny Resnick's a great guy.
How dare
What's your
you,
issue with Johnny
How
Resnick?
dare
Westfield's
you.
finest.
Exactly right.
I'm going to tell you what happened. So as a kid, as a young punk, growing up as a skateboarder,
Still are.
I loved Goo Goo Dolls before they became famous. So I would listen to Goo Goo Dolls when they were literally a garage band based out of Buffalo, New York. So all of a sudden, we had an opportunity to have Johnny Resnick come up and do an interview. And I forget, I think the first song that they put out was like Stay or something like that. I think it was like their first big hit, became a popular song. And so I waited for him downstairs, and I had this old CD that no one even had. That you would have had to go to like a skateboard shop to go get it, So I waited for him, and I was so nervous. And then he gets out of his car, and he's got his handlers with him, and he's about to walk in. So I say to him, I go, Mr. Resnick, I called him first, right? I said, Mr. Resnick, my name's Greg T. I'm going to take you upstairs. Would you mind signing this? And I show him that CD, and it's an old one. The CD was called Jed, J-E-D. So that's the name of the CD, which you can't even find anymore anywhere. And he looked at it, and he goes, Psh, that piece of shit? And I'm like, and I said, would you sign it? And he wouldn't sign it.
Wow.
And ever since then, I'm like, I'm a fan of yours, though, man. Like, I'm a big fan. And he wouldn't. He was like, he's like, man, that's when we were like a garage band. He's like, I'm not signing that. And I'm like, come on, bro. So it stayed with me forever.
I'm shocked to hear that. Yeah. He's a nice guy.
He must not be proud of that CD. That's
I guess
why.
maybe
he
he
didn't want
wasn't.
His name signed
He Joe
to it.
Nolan'd you.
But what?
He
Joe
did.
Nolan. All right. So now let's find out how good are you with AC/DC. All right. So I want you to name your name these songs by. This is all because of Angus Young. Angus Young is 70 years old.
Okay.
Right, and we got to do something for him today. So here, you guys play games on the radio. All right. So name this AC/DC song.
I don't have headphones on. How am I going to hear this?
Well, put them on.
I
Oh
know,
my God!
But they're like, who's worn these headphones before?
He did. Garret wore them.
I'm good.
I don't know. He looks a little greasy, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh my
All right,
God!
I don't blame you.
All right.
I don't blame you.
What do you think? All right, here.
All right, here
ready?
we go.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Back in black.
Wow!
Yeah.
Nice job, Robbie. Wow.
Sure.
This is Jim Buchanan. Okay, sorry. Here we go.
Shook me all night long.
Oh my God, you guys are good.
Why are you shocked?
TNT.
I thought people would have a problem. You ready? You can't. Rochelle's looking. Rochelle is looking
right
at
on the screen.
answers.
It's on the screen.
That's
You know
your
what?
fault for not covering
It's
them.
because they're like best friends. They're husband and wife best friends, and she's not going to let him fail. So she's giving him all the answers. I kind of like that. I respect that.
Sure.
That's
I
really
just
nice.
wanted to win.
We're
I
not
don't care
above
about
cheating.
him failing.
My wife, on the other hand, would be like, "Go ahead," and she would let me fail. That's really nice. I appreciate that one. All right, so here, how about this one? Last one.
Highway to Hell.
Oh!
Took me this. I haven't heard that in a while.
There you go. Highway to Hell.
Sure.
And we do this again. I did it again today because it was in honor of Angus Young, who turned 70 years old, and I thought it'd be a fun tribute to the greatest guitarist of all time, of Angus Young.
That was good
Love
trivia.
that.
Yeah.
Right? I tried.
You want to hear about the time Kid Kelly stole my car?
Yeah, tell me about that.
Well, I just felt like your bit died, so I'm trying to help you out with something.
My God!
Wow.
I'm trying to give you content here. I don't know.
Ladies
Since
and
that
gentlemen.
went nowhere, you know.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I love you perfectly here. I love you, Greg. I love you.
This is killing me. All right, listen, how much more time do we have to take a break? We got 5? All right, you got time. Tell me about the Kid Kelly break that he stole your car.
Well, listen, seriously, and I was just telling Mass
Yes.
this. You guys were very nice to me. I was very excited to get to New York, and
Right.
Greg was on the Elvis show,
Yeah.
which is huge. It's big time.
Sure.
And I would work in the middle of the night because when you get to New York, and then they're like, oh, you still work midnight to 4. And these guys would come in at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, right.
And you were all very nice to me, and I was like, I'm so excited to be here. And like Scotty B got me old T-shirts. I mean,
We were all good people.
You were good people.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times the big time, radio, TV people are, they can be polite, but still not warm.
Right.
And I mean, you all went out of your way to make me feel at home. So I really appreciate that.
I have to tell you, and the reason, for real, and I'm not even kidding you, the reason why we were, like that is because we were all like regular, neighborhood people. Like none of us are big celebrities and nothing at all. And then Elvis kind of always made it that way, that we always needed to check ourselves and check our egos at the door and make sure that everybody that comes in, everybody feels welcome. So he kept on, instilling that in us, and that's why we just became who we were, just good people. So that.
But it was Kid that hired me because remember he was the operations guy at the time.
Yeah,
so
Kid Kelly has not returned my phone call since I needed a job.
Is that true?
Yes, that is true.
Well,
I've asked, I need a job.
Tips.
Tips.
He called and I met him at a diner right off the George Washington Bridge in Teaneck, New Jersey.
Okay.
Bought me pancakes and he gave me a pager out of the trunk of his car.
Well, that's because he lives up in that area.
I don't know what that was about. He's like, I'm going to call you after first of the year. It was Christmas.
Okay.
And he finally calls me. I get hired. We go down there and I didn't get parking because remember we were in Jersey City.
That's right.
And you had to just find parking if you weren't big time like the Elvis Duran show.
Oh, Daddy, he's coming at us. That's terrible.
We're going to go to lunch.
Yes.
And I can't remember what the circumstance. I think he took my keys,
Yeah.
and him and Rich Davis took a joyride because I had just gotten a brand new Honda Accord, but it was like a coupe with the sport 6-cylinder.
Right.
And him and Rich Davis took my car and
That
went
is
on a
so funny.
joyride around Jersey City, which back then was still pretty horrible.
Well, Kid Kelly, though, he came from an old school, back in radio, really even before me.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of these radio guys did. They pulled these incredible, crazy pranks on one another. They used to try to get each other arrested, and they thought it was funny. I swear, there was one time, I forget which.
But you remember
DJ
there was an Aubon Paint, right? And so
That's correct.
I remember I went down there, I'm getting the coffee, go out to meet them, and the car's gone. And I'm like, I've been jacked in Jersey City. And then they just roll up.
Of course, you're at an Aubon Paint.
Right,
Well, I was in that building. I'm sorry.
Right. No. I just wanted to say that there was a time where there was the same thing where I remember one of the DJs brought somebody downstairs and said, "You smashed my car when you pulled in." And he's like, "No, I didn't." And then there was a police officer waiting there for them. So when he came down, he didn't even get a chance to see the car. The police officer got out and said, "You're under arrest." And the guy was like, "I didn't do it." But he didn't know that the police officer was put up to it. It was a prank. So they put him in handcuffs, put him in the car. Today, you couldn't even do that.
Back when radio was fun.
Right, back when radio was fun. Back when you could pull pranks on people.
Yeah.
Wait,
you
do they
could
know
never.
the story when you ripped up the dollar bill and then we had you arrested?
That was fun. You tell that story. Tell the story.
So
what you did.
he went on the air.
I thought it'd be
one
fun
day
to.
and-
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
he ripped up a dollar bill.
Yeah.
And we said that was a federal offense.
It is.
So
Oh,
Those
come
are
on.
bad.
Come on.
we had a guy come in a full full suit.
They did.
And said he was from the IRS.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
God,
They
that's
called me back in the afternoon. They made me come back. So the show was already over. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They made me come back.
God.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, and they have somebody waiting for me there.
Into Tom Pullman's
That's
office.
correct. Into Tom. That's right.
Suit.
That's
Tom Pullman
fantastic.
sitting there. Greg T sitting there.
Yeah.
With sweating profusely.
It was a fun.
We don't see anything. The door closes. They
Yeah.
have a meeting.
Yeah.
They go through the whole thing of like, this is serious.
Right.
We have to set an
Yeah.
example for you.
They're like,
And
the
then-
FBI is listening to the radio show at all time. Right. I'm like, yeah, what?
And
What?
he's led out of Jersey City.
Right.
With his hands.
But it was
handcuffed.
it was a prank.
amazing.
It was a prank, and yeah, they got away with it.
Oh,
It was
that's great.
unreal, man.
I'll leave you
Unreal.
with this story since you mentioned Tom Pullman, who was the big boss guy over there.
Sure, yeah.
Oh.
I had like a higher pitched voice set. I don't know what the deal was, but I was like, Z100 surfing the universe from the top of the Empire State Building. So excited to be there.
Yeah.
One meeting I had with him the whole time I worked there because it was a kid that hired me. And he
Right.
played the tape, said nothing. He's like Lorne Michaels from SNL.
That's
He's
right.
got this big like Dr. Evil office with like a globe in the office. Played the tape, stopped it, threw the tape back at me across the thing and went, "Good man, sound like a spaz though." And then he walked out. That was the one meeting I had with Tom Pullman the whole time I worked there.
Listen, he is God. He is so important in the company, you
Yeah,
know,
big
and
time.
really,
Yeah.
really a terrific guy. Honestly, good family guy, good guy. And yeah, I mean, I'm sorry that it was.
I
like
was a
that.
spaz. I deserved it. It was just,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to take a last break, our last Where to Go break. So this is Where to Go. This is Robbie and Rochelle in the morning.
Thank you, guys.
From the
Thank
Boss
you.
107.1 in
Yes.
New Jersey. And today's podcast show sponsor is CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. When your home needs help with heating, plumbing, air conditioning, or HVAC, or even electrical services, you want to call CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. Call the number on the screen, CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. They're a New Jersey family-owned company since 1965. CNC Heating and Air Conditioning. That's where to go.
Where to go?
I want you to check out the best cheesesteak in Bergen County, New Jersey. Over in Ridgefield, we're talking Bobo's Cheesesteak. Its owner, Tommy, just loves to give back to his town. He offers 15% off for all first responders, and he also shares that love with local teachers in the Ridgefield Park School District as well. What type of meat is on Bobo's Cheesesteak? 100% ribeye. Bobo's located at 252 Main Street in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Check him out at Bobo's Cheesesteak on Instagram. That's where to go.
Where to go?
It's Lavotti's Old World Market with locations in Brick, Englishtown, Aberdeen, Freehold, and Middletown, New Jersey. Lavotti's knows we're all running around these days, so try Lavotti's ready-to-go meals. Pasta, spaghetti, eggplant, chicken, even seafood and steaks. Lavotti's specializes in gluten-free, ready-to-go meals as well. So head into Lavotti's Old World Market. Lavotti's, they're not just great food, they're about our families. Lavotti's, that's where to go.
Where to go?
If you're looking to take your fitness routine to all new heights, you gotta check out Balance Fitness Studio on Route 9 in Manalapan. It's high-intensity, low-impact workouts with bungee cords, mini trampolines, aerial yoga, and kangaroo jumping shoes. No matter what type of workout you're trying to do, whether it's toning muscles or just have some fun, Balance offers a unique way to stay fit. So say goodbye to that boring workout and hello to the future of fitness. Visit Balance Studio NJ today and elevate your workout like never before. That's where to go.
Where to go?
Asbury Park Distilling Company. You've got to check this place out. Located right on Lake Avenue in the heart of Asbury Park, New Jersey. This isn't just a bar. It's a one-of-a-kind tasting experience. Their bartenders are masters of their craft. Elevate your night out with everybody at Asbury Park Distilling Company. It's Asbury Park's first and only distillery. They distill gin, bourbon, whiskey, vodka, and more. All made in-house from scratch. Asbury Park Distilling Company, where the spirit
All right, guys,
never
we
dies.
are having
That's
such a
where to
great
go.
time
Where to
today.
go?
What a great fun show. It really is just, it's
You're
been
not sweating.
fun.
Normally you sweat.
You know what? I'm just having fun today. Like, I really do. I think that today's show was just a good time.
Yeah.
That was your first time meeting Robbie and Rochelle, right?
Yeah, no, I've been friends with Robbie on Facebook.
Right. But, dude, what
You
a
know,
great...
it's interesting because he left just as I came in.
Yeah, no, listen, he's such good people. He really is. I mean, Robbie and Rochelle. And I have a good question. So, so Crazy Gary, right? So he runs a business with his wife as well.
Yep.
So Robbie and Rochelle, married, doing the business with themselves. How about you? Could you work with your wife?
I think so.
You could.
I think so. Yeah.
Really? Huh?
I know your answer, but
I don't think I could. But here's the reason.
Here's why.
But here's why. It's not. Trish, I know that you're watching. Well, maybe you're not watching anymore. Right? Robbie Rochelle left. Now she shut it off. Right? She's not watching.
She's done.
But here's the thing. It's not. Look, I love my wife, and she knows that. I'm
Stop
totally
prefacing. Why can't you work with her?
Because she's so smart. So she's so strong, and she's got this, A-type personality that I couldn't work with her. I just couldn't, because every idea needs to come from her. And if I have an idea, she's going to want to change that idea all the time. So it's best for us to not work together. I tell her all the time, like, I could never be your employee, because whenever I want to do something, let's say we're on the computer, she'll go, you know what, move. I have to go. She has to always be in charge. So because of that, that would make it difficult for her and I to work together. So it has nothing to do with me not wanting to work with her. It's because I know that our personalities clash when it comes to doing a job.
Well,
yeah,
I don't think you'd be able to do a show. I think the show would be entertaining, but you wouldn't be able to do a show. No, you wouldn't be able to work at the store with her, because that's, she's used to that.
Right.
What would you two be able to do as a job then?
I don't know. We can't, I did tell her one day, I go, what would be so fun? It would be great to see us on like the Amazing Race where we have to work together. I really wonder if we could work together.
Allie and I auditioned.
Did you really?
Yep.
Oh my God. Do you think you can work with her on the Amazing Race?
Oh yeah, I'm convinced. My wife was a travel agent in a previous life.
Really?
So she would be able to get us around from starting point to finish in no time.
I'm telling you, again, it's Trish.
You and I could be on an Amazing Race. We would be off the first show.
Listen, Trish
we wouldn't
is
get
really,
out of the airport.
All right, she's really smart, and she's great at the things. Our personalities together, I don't know. I would love to test it out and see if we could ever do like an Amazing Race kind of thing. I think we'd learn a lot about each other. I really do.
What if you record at home, just no cameras, just audio?
Yeah.
Do a 30-minute show with her.
Maybe what I should do is I go to IKEA, buy a piece of furniture, and see if the two of us can put together a piece of furniture together while working together.
Yeah.
That would be, that would be telling. If we can't even put a piece of furniture together.
I hate IKEA.
Well, but what do you mean? Why do you hate IKEA?
The Allen wrenches.
God's so great. Listen, I do want to talk about something today that happened to me over the weekend. So over the weekend, I had to go to a co-ed wedding shower. Have you ever been to a co-ed wedding shower?
No.
So they decided, because the two people are getting married, right? And they wanted to do it together with all their friends and relatives and everything. And so I didn't think I was going at first. At first, when I knew there was a wedding shower, I always thought of wedding showers as, well, your wife was going to go, or your daughters are going to go to this wedding shower, but not me.
Right.
So then all of a sudden, Friday night, Trish goes, hey, what time are you going to get ready to leave the house tomorrow? And I was like, what? I'm going to go get a head buzz at around 9. I'm like, I don't know. Like, after that, I'm going to kind of hang out. And she goes, no, we have the wedding shower to go to. And I'm like, that's for you. That's not for me. So I got dragged into it. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't have a good time. I did have fun.
So then what are you complaining about?
Because it was sort of awkward that I've never been to a co-ed wedding shower. I've always thought of wedding showers specifically that they are for women and only for women. That's what I thought.
Well, but you know what? You hate new things, just as a friend. You hate doing brand new things.
It was brand new. It was brand new for me.
Anything in life, from a shower to a... Yeah, I mean, go back and watch the first podcast, how nervous, and almost you wanted to throw up and didn't want to do it.
Well, listen, I mean, that's what happened. Look, how about today? Today, I'm over my nerves.
Exactly.
But there are certain things that when you hear about it, it's only geared for men, only geared for women. Like bachelor parties, right? I hear people are having co-ed bachelor parties now. So now it's not just for the guys. Now they're bringing their wives to be and their friends into it. They're doing a co-ed bachelorette party.
Right.
But to me, that's so awkward because if it's a bachelor party, the guys want to go out and be guys, and the girls have a bachelorette party, and they're going to go out and be girls. But to have a co-ed is very uncomfortable.
Well, I think like that. You got all the groups of friends that are there and that want to party. But I mean, I think you have that mentality of where it's like, oh, we got to go to the strip club, and I don't see many.
That is what men do when they go to bachelor party, or you go golfing, you go for a golf outing, and then you go to the strip club. You go,
but I think the basis of strip clubs and bachelor and bachelorette parties are very like old school way of thinking.
You know, listen, maybe they are, but I think that certain things are meant to stay in each other's lanes. I think that the bachelor party is for the guys, the bachelorette parties for the girls, the wedding showers for the women, and the men, they're just there to pick up all the gifts and bring them home for you.
Right.
I mean, that's what I had to do with Trish. Like, Trish had her wedding shower, and then I went and picked up all the gifts and lugged them home. You know, I took her dad to lunch.
Put them in your mom's basement.
Put them in her mom's basement till you finally get married and get that apartment, and that's it. So, but again, I had a great time yesterday. I really did. I had a great time on Saturday. Had a great time on Saturday. It was at a really, really nice place out on Long Island, overlooking the water. It was gorgeous. So I was very fortunate to be like in a really great place, and the food was delicious. Like, everything was about it was terrific. It just seemed awkward when Trish was like, "You're going as well. It's a co-ed wedding shower." I just had no idea.
But think about that. You're saying how great of a time you had.
Oh, I did have a good time, without a doubt.
And then you're like, it's awkward.
I'm just saying there are things that men and women do that are separate. That's all I'm saying.
But you got to be able to move forward in life.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Anyway, we will agree to disagree. All right, bro. I am ready to
By
wrap.
the way, what's their names?
I'm not giving out their names.
Why don't
I
you
don't want
give
to do
out
that
the
because I
names?
don't want because I
Give
don't
out their names.
No, I don't want
It's
to.
obviously Trish's side of the family.
It was Trisha's side of the family. It was. I don't want to give out their
Cousin?
names. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Cousin.
matter.
It was a
Oh
cousin.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. I just want to say again, thanks for always coming out here, man, and co-hosting with me, dude. I wouldn't
Anytime,
do it.
even
I
if
wouldn't
you don't
do it
return
without
my
you.
calls.
I wouldn't do it without you. I'm so glad we built up this great partnership here. And we're live at Catena in Edison, New Jersey, right on Route 1. And like I've always said to you guys, the doors open up at 10, and the show starts at 11, and you're more than welcome to come by, grab a seat, walk around, check out some of these cool cars. Like, we're in a different area today.
I still think there's something there. Like,
what?
We got to come up with I love your podcast, or I love the journey of your podcast.
Right.
And we give them $50.
First of all, I have no money to give away right now.
You do 25, I do 25.
I don't have the money. I cannot afford to give away. I can't afford it. I cannot afford to give away money
I've seen
now.
what you're charging for this podcast.
I can't. Oh my God. On that note, we will be back again next week, next Monday. It'll be our first one of April. Oh my God, tomorrow's April Fool's Day.
Yeah, your daughter's birthday.
Oh, it's also Jada's birthday. That's right.
Oh my God!
No,
you put April Fools before your own.
To me, I just hit April. Oh my! On that note, ladies and gentlemen,
happy birthday, Jada!
On behalf of Garrett, myself. Oh, and I think she's getting ready to decide what college she's going to.
I know.
So we got to. We know what college it is.
Want me to tell you?
Yeah, what college is she going
I'm
to?
not telling you.
You don't know what college she's going to. We're gonna have her on the show, and she's gonna show us. We're gonna have a signing day.
Look at me. I know.
How do you know? Because you already called them and found out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a signing day. I don't know what college that she's gonna go to.
I'm very proud of her.
Is it a local college? She's choosing between four.
I know.
There's four colleges. It's either Rider University, it's either Sacred Heart in Connecticut,
okay,
it's either Rhode Island, or it's University of Alabama. One of those four colleges
I
is
can
where
tell
she's
you
going.
she's not going to 3 of those.
Yeah, obviously. All right, so in a couple of weeks, I'm going to wait till she's on spring break, and I'll have her come in, and then we'll do a signing day for her. She'll sit here, and then she'll announce to everybody what college she's going to. I think that'll be a fun idea.
You'll be so proud of the decision we made.
All right, we'll find out. Oh, there comes Doug Wells now. Now everybody's coming out. Where have you guys all been? I'm about to wrap up and shut it down.
Can we set off all the alarms again?
Are you coming in on the show, or am I shutting down?
Shut it down.
I'm shutting down. Am I shutting down? Or are you coming on? We're shutting down. Last day of the month. Oh, you got to
hit the numbers.
You got to hit the numbers. That's right. Again, we are live at Catena in Edison, New Jersey on Route 1 at the Mercedes-Benz dealership. You got to come by and check it out. And you can see Garrett and I every single Monday here at 11 a.m. So, on behalf of Garrett, say peace.